Xavier here, Editor-in-Chief of RX Muscle Australia. We are in the Iron Asylum, me and my good friend Sam Grachan. We're in Dohertys Gym City, one of my favourite Dohertys gyms. It's actually really different to all the rest of the Dohertys gyms. It's basically, it is like a train station, so it's like there's 3 tunnels, all quite long, just packed full of equipment. Some of the tunnels have equipment down each side. Some of them have like one side obviously is a dumbbell rack with mirrors. It's actually really cool. Like you can see as we're doing these exercises, it's, you know, they're tunnels, so it's really interesting, really cool. And I'm training here with my good friend Sam Grachan, as I said before. He's, you know, a lot bigger than me. He's 115 kilos. I sit around probably, in this video I'm only about 90. I'm up around 97, 8 now, so I've put on a little bit more size since this video. Thank God. So you see Sam, he's doing lat pull downs here. He's probably, you know, he's probably ripping out about 12. And I'm probably doing the same weight here, and I'm ripping out about 5. So he puts me to shame, but that's alright. Sam will be stepping on stage this year. He's going to compete. I think he just fits in as a junior, so he'll be competing in Tasmania as a junior in the NABA Federation. And I hope he goes on to the Nationals. I think he can do well at the Nationals, and yeah, I'd really like to see him on that stage. I won't be competing this year. I'll be up probably next year. I really just want to focus on RX Muscle Australia this year and just building it into what I know it can be. And basically, I want it to be the leading Australian bodybuilding website, obviously. But I want it to be more than that. I want it to be somewhere where people will go every day. Like bodybuilding fans will want to go every content. There will be, you know, there will be training videos. There will be radio shows. You know, I want to build up to probably 2 radio shows a week. We'll be starting with 1, which will be up in a, you know, day or 2 after this. So yeah, it should be really exciting. So as you can see in Dohertys Gym here, we've got, you know, basically bodybuilding royalty visits this gym. So you got Kai Green's signature there and his words of wisdom. And then I'm just pointing to Dorian Yates' signature there, which is pretty cool, you know. Goes on about Aussie's hardcore gym. Alicia Harris, top figure pro. So it's really cool in Dohertys. Like, you don't get that with other gyms around Australia. You know, you go into a fitness first, and what do you see? You just see equipment, and you can't make any noise, and you wouldn't, if you drop the weight, you know, 10 centimetres off the ground, you get probably banned from the gym. So that's why, you know, Dohertys is so unique, you know. They kind of let you do what you want to do. They really do cover everyone. They're not gonna kick you out if you're, you know, training hard. So that's kind of a unique thing here. I'm doing some T-bar rows here. As you can see, I'm struggling a bit, but that's what happens. You know, we was a bit tired because this was the Monday following the pro show, so this was back in March. So you know, we'd been working hard, and I'd been hardly sleeping with because I've been with Aaron and doing work late at night, and you know, he hardly sleeps. He slept a lot while he's in Australia, but typically he hardly sleeps because he's just got, you know, such a busy work schedule. So I kind of had to adapt to that a bit, and you know, he was up late. Like the night after the pro show was insane. Like me and Aaron, if you don't know what I'm talking about Aaron the Singerman, who's the one of the top media guys at the main RX Muscle site. So yeah, he's you know, a very hard worker like Dave Palumbo, and he actually credited Dave for, you know, instilling that kind of work. So I think I'm learning and, you know, getting towards that work ethic, and I'm not going to say I'm there yet, but yeah, I'm definitely working towards it, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes basically to make this site work. So I'm very excited. You see Sam here, he's bent over rowing. I think it's 110 kilos, so he's doing that. He did a fair few reps before, what I just showed there. I think I'm doing 100 here, or 110. I think I'm doing 100 there, so yeah, Sam definitely puts me to shame. And moved on to deadlifts here. Some people don't really like my form because I put weight down after every rep, but I actually find it's a lot safer on my lower back. I used to, you know, bounce it a little bit off the floor or hit the ground and then come up, but I found, you know, jerk my lower back around a bit, and if I actually put the weight down and start every rep fresh, then I find it's actually a lot more safe on my back. Even though it might not look as pretty, I find it works my back a lot better. Now I've had a lot of lower back spasms and things like that nature, so I find doing deadlifts like this actually keeps my back a lot safer, even though it looks a lot worse. Sam actually, I won't say he pussied out of doing deadlifts that day, but he just, for some reason, when we got to deadlifts, he disappeared, and then he showed back up when he was meant to do hamstring. So I don't want to say too much. So I know he's going to watch this, and I don't want him to be angry at me, but yeah, he disappeared when deadlifts were up to do deadlifts. As you can see, I'm wearing a singlet in this video, which is not an often occurrence, but I thought, if this is, going to be a training video, you may as well wear a singlet so people can actually see and not try to stay covered up because you're hardcore or something like that. We moved on to hamstrings. We're doing some lying hamstring curls here. One of my favourite exercises of hamstrings, but unfortunately my gym down in Tasmania, where we're from, doesn't actually have a lying hamstring curl. We've got a seated hamstring curl they've got. I think that's about it for hamstrings really, which is a bit sad. So normally we have to improvise and do stiff leg deadlifts and do like the exercise we're doing now, which is feet high up on the leg press and doing slow and controlled movement, pushing out the heels and controlling down the heels as well. And even though we're only probably about go up to 4 plates there each side, so 8 plates total, it actually feels really, really heavy. Well, does for me anyway. Sam got on there with the same weight and busted out a lot more than me, probably about double or triple what I did. So he always puts me to shame on exercises, his weight. And he excites me when when you talk about someone and say, this guy's really good. He excites me because the last year the improvements he's made are really pretty amazing. So as you can see, Sam's walking off there after he finishes training. He doesn't stretch like he probably should. But yeah, I always incorporate stretching into my training, normally post training, just so you can kind of stretch out that muscle fascia and you really can get the nutrients in after that. So it's been good talking to you guys. For RX Muscle Australia, I'm out.